What's up, everybody? Aaron with Aaron Unwinds here with Why We Love Horror, and we are continuing our parental related lists. If you weren't here last week for parental horror, we counted down my 10 favorite parental horror movies. The way these lists work is it's just my 10 favorite. It's not the best, it's not the 10 top or preeminent or most representing of the category. It's just my 10 favorite. So that's last week. It's been over a week of me being a father now, and I'm ready for this subject now this week with fuck them kids. So FTK. No, being a father is great, but it's still fun to cover this category that can be covered in a variety of ways. So you'll see it covered in a variety of ways on this list. So without further ado, we'll get to my number 10. I spoiled it behind me here. It is Children of the Corn, the 1984 version of this. This is a movie that I feel is pretty damn good, honestly. I think it gets overhated by people. It's not the most exciting movie ever, but, it's just like, I think it's a pretty classic version. By the end of it, you just want all of these children dead, particularly our boy, Malachi? Yeah, Malachi. So fuck Malachi and the rest of this crew. So if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the original and don't check out any of the sequels. Check out the remake, please. I will cover that. 1984's Children of the Corn. Next, we go to the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Definitely counts as horror. I think Willy Wonka would agree with the statement. All these kids have very, very awful deaths happen to them, except for Willy, who's basically been tortured from his birth anyways. So, doesn't really have much better of a story. And I don't think Willy Wonka is a big fan of the children. So definitely a good one for the list. You can watch the remake or whatever, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory too, but watch the original. Moving on to number 8, Evil Dead Rise. Fourth version of the Evil Dead here. These kids are the absolute target in this movie, and I don't think that Lee Cronin's a big fan of children based on this movie because these kids get fucked badly. And spoiler alert, most of these kids do. I'm excited for the next. I believe Lee Cronin's doing another Evil Dead as well as the guy who did that Infested movie or whatever movie that is as well. Evil Dead Burn just started filming as well. So excited to see where that goes if more kids are the target, but really worked well for the Evil Dead series. Number 7, we get our international flavor here with A Tale of Two Sisters, Kim Jae-woon's classic here. Two sisters come home from a stay in a mental institution, and something is kind of off about their stepmother. It's like this isn't the most original story, but the way the story is done, I think, is pretty perfectly executed. This is just kind of one of the South Korean movies you must see. Tale of Two Sisters, absolutely great from 2003, and highly recommend it. We go into the teens, but these are still kids. Ma just got announced that Ma's getting the sequel. I've been screaming from the rooftops for the sequel for about almost 6 years now, and that's kind of a spoiler of that poster. That's like really towards the end of the movie with how she fucks those kids, which is pretty crazy. Especially the one involving the lips really always sticks with me. Watched this movie with Abby in Italy. Fun fact: showed Abby this on my cell phone in Italy. So Netflix in Italy didn't have a lot of selection. We went with Ma. So I don't regret any of it. Octavia Spencer deserves an Oscar for it. Great movie. All right, number 5, our second Stephen King representation on the list, Pet Cemetery. I like the remake just fine, but I would say the original is the one I would go with. It's the one I was raised with, and I just think is a little bit better. Mary Lambert's version of that. Just really, really strong Stephen King adaptation. Ultimately it is kind of a parental horror as well, so I could have put it last week, but what happens with the truck and the kid isn't exactly great, and then what happens for the other child not exactly great either. So yeah, definitely does qualify, but in a different way. Just like my number 4 movie, A Bay of Blood. This one, it's not really. It won't make sense till you get to the end of the movie, and I don't want to spoil a lot of it, but I have to put this onto the list. Mario Bava's absolute classic here, where at the end of it, I guarantee you will be saying, fuck those kids. And you'll understand what I mean when you're older. So we will leave it there. But Mario Bava's A Bay of Blood. John as big of fans of it as I am. That's most Italian horror. So welcome to the world. Number 3, a very good movie from Neon. The Lodge from Fiala and Franz. Two of, I think, the preeminent one of the preeminent horror duos at this point in the game. This movie, I think, I was talking to John before filming, and I think these kids earn the most of any of the kids on the list. Like they really deserve it by what they do. Very mean joke that they put on their potential new stepmother, Riley, played by um, Riley Keough. So, yeah, great movie though. Highly recommend it. Number 2, another international movie, but this is an English international. Eden Lake. Yeah, fuck those kids. If you've not seen Eden Lake, basically, yeah, it's a weekend at the lake where a couple, goes into the remote part of the woods, and yeah, it gets shattered by a group of local kids. And these kids are awful, competing with the Lodge kids for earning their fucking the most. Honestly, my top 3, those kids are all awful. Number 1, probably the movie I saw the most recently, and maybe it's a little recency bias, but I don't know. This movie completely took me off guard with how the direction it went and how committed it was to it. Number 1, Better Watch Out, a new Christmas tradition for me moving forward. The Chris Peckover directed film here. Yeah, I want to see more from this director. I think that he has a really good mean streak in him that does not kind of wink at the camera or hold it back, and is just honestly really hilarious. Ed Oxenbould is such a hateable character, as is Levi Miller. The two kids, they carry this movie. They really do, and you are just from very early on to the end hoping that these kids get fucked. So that is my 10 movies really quick. We'll go through the list and then we'll call it a day. 10 is Children of the Corn. Number 9, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. 8, Evil Dead Rise. Number 7, A Tale of Two Sisters. 6, Ma. 5, Pet Cemetery. 4, A Bay of Blood. 3, The Lodge. 2, Eden Lake. And number 1 for the Fuck Them Kids award on my list, Better Watch Out, which is a movie I didn't even know existed a year ago. So you never know. But that's going to do it. Just want to thank everybody for all the support here on the channel. Really quickly, I will plug the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge of 2025. It's on my list. It's on Abby's or John's list as well. There's the link as well. Just follow the link, follow the prompt for each week, watch some good horror movies, and then every Thursday we talk about them on the channel. But on the channel, we have a lot of stuff. So every Sunday now, we start the week with Why We Love Horror TV. It is returning with Dexter Resurrection. We are very happy to be discussing that. So we're doing double episodes for the first couple weeks here. So we have episodes 3 and 4 this upcoming week. And then we'll be doing a single episode each week. Every Monday, Versus with John and Will. They talk about the movie of their choosing each week there. Tuesdays is Why Liv Loves Horror, the best videos on the channel. Go check out Why. If you have not watched K-Pop Demon Hunter, go check out Why with Liv. She is very convincing. Wednesdays, you're here with Aaron Unwinds. Thank you so much for your support. We're covering some lists. And then turns out that Friday the 13th, the final chapter was not the final chapter, guys. So we have more Friday the 13th movies to cover. Thursdays, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Watch Along Show. Very nice title, very snappy. That's what the title is. It's what we do. We talk about our selection from the week before in a little more detail. And Fridays, why we love horror trivia, 2 trivia videos every week. So liking, subscribing, and stay tuned here because anytime that we see a new movie, we're dropping the reviews. So keep your bell and notifications on. Thank you and have a good night. Peace.